Hello, Reformers, and welcome to Dark Souls 2. Now, as you can see, we are human, and I am going to be summoning Lucatiel to help us with the, well, future boss, because one of you actually did let me know that if you help Lucatiel survive, I believe it is 2 out of 3 boss fights, maybe I'm misunderstanding that, but yes, I believe it is 2 out of 3 boss fights. If you help us survive them, then you can potentially be awarded her armor, which is some pretty good armor as far as I'm aware, and maybe her weapon as well. I may be a little bit sketchy about those details, but nevertheless, I think that is a pretty nice thing to do. So I think we're going to be summoning her now, and then we will make our way over to the boat. Now, what I have done also is I have cleared the way, and there were 4 Varangian units on the ship in the distance, and thankfully enough, nothing much else. So I was able to take them out, and hopefully she will follow me. Yes, there we go. Now, the one problem I have come across, which you may see in just a moment as I head into my inventory, is the fact that I have not been using the Hide Knight Sword to get here. I was using my Bastard Sword +3, which, as you may see, has taken quite the beating. So what I've done is I've actually put some repair powder in my quick use belt, and I'm thinking to myself, well, will I have any time to use that during the fight? And if I use it now, will I waste it? Because are we going to do this? Are we going to do this with Lucatiel by our side? Well, according to the fellow that's been sending me private messages anyway, this boss is rather simple, however you do need to DPS it down rather fast. Otherwise, yeah, things will happen, bad things will happen. So, yes, we're going to try it out anyway. I have not searched in this room just yet, because I checked down here, made sure nothing was here, and then, well, I left and went back to get Lucatiel. So, I suppose we're just going to be heading in here. Hopefully 26 durability will be enough for our Bastard Sword. If it is not, then hopefully Lucatiel will be able to distract him while we repair it. Okay, well, nevertheless, I will be using aromatic ooze for this, so let's do that. There we are, thank you. And then we will go to our life gem, and let's head in, shall we? Okay. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. It seems fine at the moment, maybe. Okay, it can do bleed effects and everything like that. I think we should be fine. It does appear to be a relatively simple boss. However, you did say to keep away from his mace side, so that's definitely something we want to take into account. Because if we don't do that, then we're going to be having quite a few painful issues. Oh no. Okay, well, I actually think this is very easy. Of course, I am using the aromatic ooze, which does make a hell of a difference in how much damage we can do, of course. And it does appear as though we might actually have the ability to completely destroy this, no problem at all. Okay, very simple boss. I was not expecting it to be that simple, but there it is anyway. And we have gained a large amount of souls, and of course the Sentry soul as well. What was it? Flexile Sentry, I believe? Yes, very nice. And yes, thankfully enough, our Bastard Sword is still active. And maybe there will be a bonfire here? It would be wonderful if there was a bonfire here, because then, of course, I wouldn't have to worry about repairing it, but I do believe this is probably one of the... Wait a minute. Do I want to check to see if there's anything in here? Because I don't want to miss anything. What if there's a really good ring, or... Oh, there's another fellow fighting it. Well, hopefully he's going to do okay. He's dual-wielding at the moment. Goodness me, he seems to be a sorcerer with a halberd. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay, well, nevertheless, let's head up the ladder then. Hopefully I'm not missing any secret walls here. I'm just looking around consistently, trying to make sure I don't miss anything. And there's a chest, very nice. And what's this? I can examine that. I would like to check out the chest first, however. Make sure that we're not missing out on anything, in case we get teleported to some distant land, you never know. And, there we are. That is if you want to become a pyromancer by the looks of things. So, I suppose that's alright. And now let's just roll in here, make sure there's nothing around. Okay. Nothing else? What about this light? Does this light do anything? No. Okay. Well, let's examine it. Now, I have to say, I was rather paranoid about... Where am I going? Ah, there we are. Phew. I thought I was left here on the pier by myself in the middle of nowhere, but thankfully enough there is a ramp. But yes, as I was saying, I was very paranoid, shall we say, about getting invaded while I was human, because apparently you can still be invaded while you are hollow, according to one of you in the comments a while ago. But you get an increased chance of being invaded once you are human. So I was quite worried about getting invaded, and Lucatiel had been summoned, and I wasn't sure whether I'd be able to summon her again upon failing, perhaps, to defeat the invader. So yes, that would have been relatively disastrous, but well, at least that did not happen, and I suppose we're just going to be going downstairs now. Hopefully we will be met with the fiery glow of a bonfire. If we are not, however, then I think we're going to be having quite a few issues, and I'll have to switch to the Hydenite sword. I have 15,000 souls, so I'm hoping I'm hoping it's a bonfire, because then I can probably head back, level up my HP a little bit, maybe some more endurance, and then head on from there. Now, as you may have noticed as well, I am not using the tower shield, and, well, I didn't want it to go back down, but nevertheless, maybe if we die, that would be good. But yes, as I was saying, I have switched from the tower shield to using the old shield that we were using previously, the Twin Dragon Great Shield, because one of you pointed out that you can wear some very good armor if you were to have a lighter shield, and that is very true. So yes, I've switched back just for now, and we'll see what we can do later down the line. And there's a very nice Soul of a Proud Knight that will give us around 3,000 souls, I think, maybe something around there. And I'm just going to check all these cells here, make sure we're not missing anything. Read message. Pointless? Yes, it might very well be. However, wait a minute. Does the shadow look a little bit different over here than it does over there? I'm gonna hit it, but I doubt anything's gonna happen. No. Well, there it is. Ah, the Lost Bastille. Well, as I have said many times, I am playing this completely blind, so that sounds rather ominous, but it could be relatively simple. That fellow just seems to be running up there. I think he's playing on New Game Plus already, because he does appear to have a weapon that we have not seen yet, or maybe he has something that we don't know about. So let's have a look here. We have... poison resist. It does appear that we are going to be getting poisoned then, perhaps. That is not going to be too pleasant. Let's have a look here. Gorgeous view ahead. Okay, well, I'll take your word for it. Now, who's this fellow here? Archer Cell? Well, that's definitely not an NPC as far as I'm aware. So, let's see. What else? There's a bonfire. Wonderful. Thank goodness I was checking all of the cells. I was starting to wonder whether I was making a giant mistake right there. Well, there it is. We can now rest here, rejuvenate our bastard sword's durability, and now we can head onward. Well, actually, should I head onward? Because I would like to keep my souls if possible, but I would like to see what is up ahead, because spending souls is not exactly the most entertaining thing, but exploring is a lot better. Let's have a look over here. I'm not going to go too far. I'd just like to check out what's going on up ahead. And that's another Hide Knight, isn't it? Okay, well, we could deal some damage to this fellow, but he is probably going to be a lot tougher than he was previously, so... Below and then treasure. Well, I think... shall we take this guy on? I think we'll take this guy on, and... Wait a minute, can we speak to him? No, we cannot speak to this fellow either. So, we're going to be dealing some damage to this guy, as this guy also gets prepared to fight him by the looks of things. And then I will be heading back to spend our souls. So, let's see here. Okay, he's got a polearm this time around. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about that, actually, because he might have a similar attack to the old Dragon Slayer, where he is able to skew us on the end of it. But it does appear as though that is not the case, and he is rather feeble, perhaps, at the moment. A little strange, I must admit. Never mind, okay. Yes, he must have heard me. Okay, come on, let's do this. I probably could have taken him out there with 3 combo strikes, but we are fine. And, there is a Hide Spear. So if you want to use a spear, then by all means, there it is. But I think, for me, polearms are, well, yeah, probably not the greatest weapon, so without further ado, we have 19,000 souls. I do believe it is a good idea to head back now, or at least the safe idea. And let's head back to Majula, so that we can level up, and I think I'll purchase a couple more life gems as well, because even though we didn't use any, or barely any, I think I used one on my way there, but yes, other than that, I do believe it is probably a good idea to level up somewhat. So let's speak to her, and have I picked up any Estus Flask shards? I don't believe so, so let's just head over to the level up screen. Now what are we going to get here? I would like to level up our HP, because as you see here, I have 30 in strength, 14 dexterity, and not much else. So yeah, I'm thinking vitality, endurance, and vigor. Probably going to be the way to go. And as a result of that, I'm not entirely sure really. I'm quite dubious about spending all of our souls just on leveling up. Okay, we'll do 2 points in each one. Okay, 1 point in vitality and 2 points in endurance and vigor, and that should be fine. And we do have 19 life gems already, so I don't think we really need to worry too much about buying some more of those. And is there anything else I need to do here? I don't think so. One thing I would like to do is remove this and this from our quick bar, just so I don't use them by mistake. And then we will travel back to the Lost Bastille. Oh yes. So then we can head down where they said that treasure was, and we can see what that is. Okay, we're actually getting some pretty nice progress going on here. I must mention, however, that one of you stated in the comments that I should probably go to fight the Pursuer. Now, I'm not entirely sure what boss that is, and I'm thinking it might have been the boss that we encountered when we were in the Cardinal Tower. Well, it wasn't actually a boss, it was a mini-boss, but it did seem rather powerful, shall we say. And he was dropped off by the large raven or something like that, and I went up the ladder a little bit, and he, well, dived at me with a very strong attack. Not entirely sure if that's him, but if it is, then maybe we should go back and fight him, who knows. But for now, I think we're just going to be continuing to explore down here. Okay, I was hoping that this would actually be the treasure right here, but oh, wait a minute, there's 2 different ways we can go. There we go. Okay, thank goodness. So, oh, Soul of a Brave Warrior, that's actually very nice. Okay, let's make sure that we don't fall off the edge here, however. That would be catastrophic. But we have a wolf to fight, and then we will be heading on from here. So let's just... oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, well, that's always good to know. And, oh my goodness, hello. Well, I didn't see you. Okay, please don't... No. That's a grab attack, of course. Okay, now let's just try and take him out as best we can. More endurance. I need more endurance. No, that was a fatal error in my level up process. It appears that I needed more. No. Okay. Well, oh. This is actually the ladder that we could have gone down. Okay, well, nevertheless, I suppose that was for the treasure that we acquired there. The Soul of a Brave Warrior, not bad. And is there anything over here? In this small area? You would think that there would be something over here, but it appears... oh, there we go. Okay, so we have a chest, and there's a bonfire over there as well, which is very nice. Now, let's see, what is this? There we go. Okay, great. Oh, that's actually very good. I'm more excited about the large Titanite shard, to be honest, because, as we know, my Bastard Sword is only +3, and I would like to level it to a +4, and we need a large Titanite shard for that. So, yes, once we return to Majula once again, at some point in the future, then I would very much so like to upgrade that. So, let's just take this guy out as best we can, and then we can head over to the very nearby bonfire. Oh. It appears I will have to fight my way through our opponents before we are able to get that comfort of having a bonfire very close. And let's see here. That was a mistake. Well, at least I'm able to take out one of them, and I took a lot more damage than I really should have there. Unfortunate. Try to destroy this? No? Okay, what about the wall? There we go. Okay, the wall, yes. That's actually very obvious. I'm not entirely sure, but I probably would have totally ignored that if there wasn't a message there. Oh, can we not destroy this? Interesting. Well, there's a bonfire in there, and you would assume that you could destroy that, so... maybe I need something else. Maybe I need to head in here? Oh, it's locked. Ah. Well, that's unfortunate. Can I destroy this? It appears not. Am I just going to be standing here for 2 minutes? Yeah, okay. Well, by all means, let me know if you can actually destroy this or whether they're trolling me. And... oh, hello. I think he threw a barrel at me or something and he was attempting to blow me up. Maybe that's what we need to do. Yes, we needed to actually get him over here with one of his barrels. And that would probably cause us to be able to enter. Ah, that's a good idea. Okay, well, next time around, next time we make him respawn, I think that would probably be a good idea. And it does appear as though these barrels are explosive at least. I'm thinking they are, but if they're not, then... they do appear to be rather dark colors, and the darker barrels are known for explosive properties, so... ah, there we go. Nice gold pine resin. And we have a couple more of these fellows to fight. Not too bad. But I'm actually wondering, is this fellow going to shoot some explosive barrels or something? I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen him throw anything. So maybe that is not the case, and I'm just imagining things here. That could be it. Oh, never mind. Okay, it appears that when he hits something, it explodes. So what we needed to do back there was get him to hit the wall. Ah, maybe that's it. Well, as I say, I don't have any prior experience, so maybe that is the case, maybe it is not. I'm just checking over the side there, make sure we're not missing any secret pathways. And guaranteed that the one that I don't look down is the one where there's a secret, so yes. Okay, just don't fall over the edge here, that will be my goal for today. And who is that? Aha, that appears to be a very dapper-looking fellow. And it does appear as though there is a ladder to get up there. So shall we head up here? Oh my. Careful now. Careful. Okay, there we go. It does appear as though we can climb up this. And, aha! Oh my goodness, okay, another large titanite shard, that's rather nice. Hopefully we'll require only one each time to level up our bastard sword. Hopefully we'll be able to get a +5, who knows. But, yes, I am thinking that's rather unlikely. We're just going to roll down here, and, thankfully there's a door, so we can speak to this fellow and see what he says. I think this is Lucatiel, actually. This is Lucatiel.
I thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you? The longer I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation? Ah, yes, I have not thanked you for humoring me the other day. This is for you. Of course, I have no idea what it is. Our land of Mirror is surrounded by enemies and constantly at war. There is only one way up in Mirror. Join the Order and prove yourself in battle. My family had little fortune and no name. I had to carve out a piece of the world for myself. With two things, my sword and my loyalty to my lord. I was raised to wield a sword from birth. Life was hard, but I never gave it a second thought. I had swift success on the battlefield and quickly attained respectable stature. And then I came here to... Have you heard of the undead? These poor souls affected by the curse. An undead gradually loses his humanity until his wits degrade completely. Finally, he turns hollow and preys upon others. And a hollow can never be human again. One can skirt this wicked fate only with the help of the souls found here. Assuming, of course, that the legends are true. I can only hope that they are. I'm sorry to burden you with talk of my fate. I suppose I've grown weary these days. I'm sorry.
Aha, well, there we have it. Goodness me, a lot more backstory from Lucatiel there, and I can only assume that maybe there is a boss up ahead, because maybe we'll need to summon her again, and oh. It does appear as though that this door does not even open from this side, so I was wasting my time a little bit there. However... Aha. I see. Okay, dude, come over here. I need you to hit these barrels so that the door opens. Maybe. Well, let's see. Where did he go? Did he just fall off the edge? He didn't give me any souls, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Should I shoot the barrels? That is one thing I'm a little bit dubious about, although I can use fire arrows, which would, technically, explode them. Okay, wait. That's probably a little bit too close for my liking. Maybe I should head over here. That does appear to be a better prospect. Yeah, let's try it. There we go. And hopefully that's opened the door. Maybe. Let's see. Or maybe it can open now? There we go. Okay, so it didn't open the door, but it did remove the blockage from the other side, which is fine with me. So, let's just try to take this guy out. No problem. He should be relatively easy. Of course, we don't have any explosive barrels around here anymore, so... yeah, don't think we really need to worry too much. And there we go. They give us a pretty respectable amount of souls as well, which I'm very pleased about. Now, let's have a look here. Be wary of liar. Wait a minute. What's that? That is a floating piece of debris from one of the barrels there, I think. Well, I suppose it has to float somewhere, and... ooh. Okay, not much down there either. Well, let's head... okay. Oh my, hello. No. Don't shoot me. Okay, I'm just going to have a look around here while I'm blocking, make sure that we don't take any damage. And... okay, there's a lot of explosive barrels there, so what I'd like to do, in theory, is get this over here. There we go. Kill those two dogs very easily indeed. Very nice. And then we'll see what we can do now. What are we going to do? We're going to jump down and then get over the other side to take out that archer. We do have a ladder, so we could theoretically get back up the other side, no problem. And, oh, it does appear that this fellow has a pretty large sword, so we do need to worry about that. But thankfully enough, I was not able to hit this barrel right here. I think it probably would have exploded in my face. Oh, and it probably would have been a good idea to shoot this barrel as well. We could have probably taken out the crossbowman just like that. So, okay, well, let's open this up, see where it leads, if anywhere. And, oh, there's a chest in the corner. Okay, I'm starting to get a little paranoid now about mimics, because we are a little further into the game. Okay, it appears not. Thank you very much. Ah! Oh my! Okay, so an antiquated key and a covetous silver serpent ring. Well, what I know from Dark Souls 1 is that the covetous rings were known for increasing your souls. Yes, it does appear as though that is the case here as well. Now, what am I going to remove? I think we'll probably remove Ring of Restoration, because I would like to get a couple more souls here. And what else did we get? I totally forgot. Goodness me. Wonderful. Well, I think... well, I actually do not remember what I picked up, but I'm sure I'll see it in the editing, so I'll remind myself there very easily. And is this a Wall of Illusion? Probably not. No, it does not appear so. Unless you need to do something special to it. Well, that's pretty irritating. Anything over here? It appears not. What about down here? No. Nothing down there, that's for sure. What about this? Not here. Well, that does appear to be a dead end as far as I can tell. Although there does seem to be something over there. If you can see, there are weapons or some kind of spear over there. So maybe what we need to do is backtrack a little bit. But I think for now, what I'm going to be doing is ending this episode off here. and next time on Dark Souls 2, we will further explore the Lost Bastille and hopefully continue our path of reasonable luck, because we haven't actually died yet. But as soon as I mention that, probably going to have a few issues, but thankfully enough I'm ending the episode off here, so I'm probably not going to be dying. Well, not in this time at least. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.